brought the T2 out to the middle of one of our farm fields just because it was an open space and I wanted to try to see if the T2 would utilize that cheap little $65 solar panel, the amorphous crystal panel. Got that from Harbor Freight here in the US. It's only a 15 watt panel, but that's all it takes to run the T2 and see if it would do anything as far as charging up a couple of deep cycle Exide batteries, 100 and 105 amp hour batteries. Right now it is, as you can see the clock, late in the afternoon, or fairly late. It's well, you know, 5 after 4. I had it drained down to 25.38, I think it was, so it actually is charging 25.43, and at this point with the tailgate like this, where I'm charging at 24 volts, you can see that it's connected in series, and I'm also going to connect the first battery with the 12 volt output, which is right down here. And of course on the other side, as I previously said, that's the 24 volt output. And when you're operating with a 24 volt primary output, it's usually in resonance at about anywhere from 19.3 to 19.5. So we're in 19.3, and we are drawing what looks like 300 and maybe 20 milliamps or less. Pretty close to 300 milliamps, so we're only pulling 6 watts or less, so that's hardly any power. And if this thing can do any kind of charging with that little teeny bit, it will be what you might consider somewhat impressive. And so let me just connect this other cable here. Right now it's at 25.45. We started off at 25.38, so it is rising, and look how late in the afternoon it is. It's more than a quarter after 4 in the afternoon. So I'm trying to give it the worst of conditions pretty much, and the sun keeps going behind clouds. And again, that's only a 15 watt panel, even though we're only drawing 300 milliamps, I think. 320 milliamps. You can see here on the green meter that we are at 25.5. Yes, 25.5, and still in resonance at 19.5 for the 24 volt output, and it's already 4:30. So we're still drawing a little over 6 watts, and it just bumped up again to 25.46, so we are continuing to charge even though the sun is dancing around those clouds, as you can see again in the reflection here. And it's a few minutes later, so it's getting pretty late in the afternoon to still be charging up with a cheap little solar panel, but we do have the T2. So it's a pretty good test. I'm glad I came out to try this and show you guys. One last point of relativity. These 2 deep cycle batteries are part of my home power station that I typically use a larger solar panel and the Q3 to charge, and their standing voltage is usually in 24 volt configuration like they are here. It's at 27.2 volts typically, and so for this to be coming up from the 25.38 to 25.46 means it is rising, and it may take a little bit longer since our input is so low, but the resonance is working and it is charging from such an extremely low input, 6 watts. Just incredible that it can even do this at all, but it does work, and so I just wanted to show you guys today. One last shot, came up to 26.47, still rising. A few more minutes later, it's not even been an hour from 25.38 to 25.47, so not bad for 6 watts of input from a solar panel that's been dancing behind the clouds trying to output its measly little 15 watts, though we're only drawing 6. So it was a good test, and I'm glad that I came out today so late in the afternoon to show you guys this. You can tell by the by the shadows that it actually is late in the afternoon, and that it is quite the remote location. We are in the middle of one of my farm fields. So thanks a lot for watching.